Hello and welcome to Let's Play Offblind. I am your host, JakeKage, or if you would prefer, JakeKage. Now, let's get started. This text is hard to read. Please exit the game and install the font files in the game's folder. I'm good. Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game are shocking to an unwarned public. Or maybe not. Musical pieces and sound effects of Off, created by alias Conrad Coldwood, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them. Unproductive fun time. Please enter your name. Should I? Well, alright. I'm not sure if this will affect anything. But okay. Your name is JakeKage, correct? Yes. What? Has this become Pokemon all of a sudden? I'm a boy. Alright. Welcome, JakeKage. You're being assigned to a being called the Better. The Better has an important mission. Be sure it's accomplished. We will let you out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or the enter key. Huh. Is this the milk sea? Is this the sea of milk? I'm not too sure, but let's go. Zone 0.
There cannot be any other living beings in Zone 0, so I must assume that you're only figments of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the judge, and I am making to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor.
I'm the Better. I've been assigned to a sacred mission.
It is a pleasure. However, it is not the puppet I was addressing, but the puppeteer controlling it. What is your name, dear puppeteer?
His name is JakeKage. He can't talk to us. However, he can hear and see everything. Yeah.
Even though you too are but an inexistent aberration in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear JakeKage.
I believe we're in need of your services.
Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that.
I'm not talking about that kind of help.
I see, but what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity?
I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world.
There is no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area, if it is of any help to you. Thanks.
Why did a cat just talk to us? Okay. Chest! Elect ticket has been found. What the fuck does elect ticket? I don't know. It is impossible to get around this obstacle. quick peculiar. 448287C.
Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorical entity. Might you in fact be a creature of flesh and blood?
I think so, yes.
So I have been mistaken from the beginning. You did not even interrupt me in my deluded phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given a chance to encounter in this lieu. I had in fact concluded that Zone Zero was an empty land. Obviously, I was misled. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories the risk of hostile individuals attacking you in the most violent manner is quite high. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to teach you the art of violent confrontation?
Combat tutorial. Yes, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing. Purification in progress.
This here is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case, yours truly, will be located on the left, correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, you will be confronted with a choice. You have to decide whether to attack, auto, or flee. Attack naturally permits you to engage in the classical enemy fashion. If auto is your decision, then the computer will make the strategic choices in your place, making you simply the spectator. Finally, flee, as its name indicates, is the option of the coward. I dehort the alternative. But now it is time for the offense. Choose attack, select the batter, then choose attack, and new to off me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not hold back, and I will take the risk of dying, taking my secrets with me to the grave.
Oh. I know I'm probably gonna regret this, but...
No, you really have not understood one bit. It is enough to die once, so I will repeat it anew for you. Open yours widely, select the batter, then the attack command, and select right away to turn classic to my bot. No, you really have not understood one bit. No, I'll repeat it.
Oh, this... I don't think this will end well. No, you're... Oh, I think he's dying. I think I'm killing him. Am I...
Simple, poor imbecile, you have drained my health points. I am going to die in this empty land where your sacred mission ends.
Game is over. Okay, first game over. Successful. Let's start again. Da-da-da. Let's go over this. Well, at least we achieved something. Guess I'll just be skipping over the intro thing. Blah 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 blah. You get it.
Excellent, dear sportive companion. You must consider the fact that the batter's and the enemy's levels determine the impact of your assaults. It is possible that you or your adversaries could avoid the barrage of attacks that you will throw at each other with slyness. On occasion, your cast iron will get you a critical hit, which will cause teeth to fly in heaps. But let us move on. If you are willing to, you may have noticed that when you chose attack for the first time, after you selected the batter, a new window opens itself on the lower right-hand side of the screen. There you have the choice between 4 new options. Attack leads to a solo strike against a likewise sort adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special skills. Objects will grant you access to the items you are currently carrying. Finally, you have yet again the opportunity to play, but remember, solely the batter is responsible for the option in his personal menu. How about trying to utilize an object? Take the select ticket and use it on the batter's person with gratitude. Imbecile! Impeccable! Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. There's one thing we have not yet addressed. I am of course talking about competences. They are generally named after special moves. They can trigger surprising effects. They may induce a resurgence of health points or maybe and of themselves powerful attacks. But let's note this. Any use of competence leads to a consumption of competence points. So I ask that you use these skills sparingly. Once your CP are completely consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults. And if you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent before being able to get some more CP, victory will be uncertain. But try it right away. Choose competence and try using the wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Well,
The judge, an odd-appearing cryptic cat. No weakness. HP 300, CP 30. No weakness / resistance.
you now know not only all about me, but all about the art of combat. But the wide know that its analysis will always be on the start of the battle. Thus it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked out for a long time. The confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team or all of your opponents fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you will be ready to crush all impure obstacles that get in your luminous way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of delivering bat blows to an innocent cat, be it as it may, your training has not reached its end. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. Fucking cat.
Stop jumping so high.
Wait.
Let me see here. 448287C. Okay. 448287C. Okay. 448287C. That should be easy. No. Okay.
Ah, yes, to pass through here, you need to use your cerebral organ. You know, the one bathing elaborately in your tired cranium. I believe those floating blocks will correspond to the symbols you can see on the wall in some way or other.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is there a problem, my dear pictorial heroes? I am not your genius, or I cannot do everything for you. Nonetheless, may I dare to suggest you wage activating certain ones of these strange floating blocks more than one time if required. So come solve this intriguing puzzle for me, and quickly, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Hmm. Hmm. Maha. Aha! Finally, after all that exertion, the eagerly awaited recompense makes its entrance to the scene. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. When... Hmm. What? Oh. There's where... Okay, I can't save yet. Great. Crunch, crunch, nom, nom, crunch. Oh, look! We got ourselves a piece of silver flesh that has been found. Whoa. Why? It's impossible to get around this obstacle. Okay, be back in a sec for the next part of Let's Play Offline. Okay, never mind.